Welcome to Beacon of Books, where we turn the world's best books once into concise and powerful insights you can learn in just minutes.
Today, we explore the powerful ideas presented in the book Cashflow Quadrant by entrepreneur and author Robert Kiyosaki. This book challenges the way we think about money, careers, and financial freedom. Take a moment and imagine your life 10 or 20 years from now. Will you still be working for money? Or will your money be working for you? That is the central question of this book. Why do so many people work hard but never become wealthy? From a young age, most of us are taught a clear path. Study hard, get good grades, find a stable job, work diligently for decades. However, very few people are taught how to build assets, how to invest wisely, or how to create systems that generate income. Kiyosaki argues that the problem is not a lack of intelligence or opportunity. The problem lies in our financial education and mindset. Traditional education trains us to become good employees, but rarely teaches us how to become financially independent. To explain this difference, he introduces the concept of the cash flow quadrant. What is the cash flow quadrant? The cash flow quadrant is divided into 4 sections. Each section represents a different way people earn income. 1. The employee, E. An employee works for a company or organization and receives a salary. Employees typically value job security, benefits, and steady income. Their common mindset is, I am looking for a secure job with good benefits. There is nothing inherently wrong with being an employee. However, the risk lies in relying entirely on one source of income. If the job ends, the income stops. 2. The self-employed, S. Self-employed individuals work for themselves. Examples include doctors, lawyers, consultants, and skilled tradespeople. They value independence and prefer not to work under someone else's authority. However, many self-employed individuals are deeply tied to their businesses. If they stop working, their income often stops as well. In many cases, they own a job rather than a system. 3.
The business owner B. A true business owner builds a system that works with or without their constant involvement. They create organizations where employees and managers handle operations. While business owners may work very hard in the beginning, their ultimate goal is to develop a structure that generates income independently. They focus on leadership, systems, scalability, and long-term growth. 4. The investor I. Investors make money through investments. They put their capital into assets such as real estate, stocks, businesses, or other income-generating opportunities. They do not trade time directly for money. Instead, they make informed financial decisions that allow their money to grow. Their focus is not on earning wages, but on acquiring assets that produce cash flow. The left side and the right side. Kiyosaki divides the quadrant into 2 sides. The left side, employees and self-employed individuals. The right side, business owners and investors. The main difference is not the amount of income. It is the mindset. People on the left side typically ask, how much salary will I earn? People on the right side ask, how many assets do I own? How much cash flow do they generate? This shift in thinking changes everything. The importance of financial intelligence. A core concept in the book is financial intelligence. Financial intelligence includes understanding assets, liabilities, cash flow, and risk management. Kiyosaki simplifies the definitions. An asset puts money into your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Many people mistakenly purchase liabilities while believing they are buying assets. True wealth is built by consistently acquiring assets that generate income. The goal is not simply to earn more money. The goal is to make money work for you. What is financial freedom? Financial freedom occurs when your income from assets exceeds your monthly expenses. Imagine your monthly expenses are $5,000. If your investments generate $6,000 per month without requiring your daily involvement, you are financially free. At that point, you may still choose to work, but you are no longer forced to work for survival. Freedom means having control over your time and choices. Fear and risk. One of the biggest obstacles to moving from the left side to the right side of the quadrant is fear. Fear of losing money. Fear of failure. Fear of criticism. Kiyosaki argues that the greatest risk is not investing. The greatest risk is remaining financially uneducated. Every investment carries some level of risk. However, knowledge reduces risk. Education, experience, and mentorship increase confidence and competence. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the learning process. The power of systems. A major distinction between the self-employed and the business owner is the concept of systems. Self-employed individuals often rely entirely on their personal effort and expertise. Business owners build systems that others can operate. Strong systems allow a business to function efficiently without constant supervision. The more reliable the system, the more sustainable the income. This is one of the keys to moving to the right side of the quadrant, the process of transition. Kiyosaki does not suggest quitting your job immediately. Instead, he encourages a gradual and strategic transition. You can maintain your current income, reduce unnecessary expenses, save consistently, invest in small assets, reinvest profits to grow your portfolio. Over time, your assets begin to generate increasing cash flow. As that cash flow grows, your dependence on earned income decreases. Financial independence is built step by step. The role of environment. Another important insight is the influence of your environment. If you spend most of your time with employees, you may adopt employee thinking. If you surround yourself with entrepreneurs and investors, your perspective begins to shift. Ideas are contagious. Mindsets are shaped by association. Choose your environment carefully, because it influences your financial future. Taxes and financial structure. Kiyosaki also explains that in many systems, tax laws are structured in ways that favor business owners and investors who understand how to operate within the legal framework. The goal is not to avoid responsibility, but to understand how money flows and how financial structures work. Financial education empowers individuals to make informed decisions. The core message, the primary message of the book, is not get rich quickly. It is change the way you think. Move from asking, how can I find a good job, to asking, how can I build strong assets? Move from seeking security to seeking opportunity. Shift from working for money to building systems and investments that generate money. A question for you. Which quadrant are you currently in? Are you satisfied with your position? If not, what small step can you take today? It might be reading a financial book, attending a seminar, saving and investing a small amount regularly, learning from someone who has achieved financial independence. Every journey begins with a decision. Final thoughts. Financial freedom is not an unrealistic dream, but it is not automatic either. It requires education, discipline, patience, and courage. Once you understand the cash flow quadrant, you will never look at money the same way again. You begin to see opportunities instead of limitations, assets instead of expenses, systems instead of jobs. In the end, you have two choices: work for money your entire life, or learn how to make money work for you. The choice is yours.
This was a summary of today's book from the Beacon of Books channel. If you liked the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to receive all the new content.